Is this your homework, Larry?
Dang, that's a really good song. Oh my god. Why Do I by Muse. Hello traders, welcome to the stream, the Monday breakdown for all of crypto, including Bitcoin, which we wouldn't even really consider Bitcoin crypto because of how useless crypto is. We've learned how useless it is. But Bitcoin's got its use case and the price is not relevant. But unfortunately, we are talking about price. Bitcoin's working on its lowest daily candle close since mid-March. Unless something changes in the next 4 hours and 20 minutes.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, you'll be taking out that June 14th low. And you knew how important 25,350 was. It was this base that has been, regarded as an inflection point. Talking about May 11th of last year, August 22nd, February of this year, right? And then it's been a support in mid-June. And it had been a support for the past 3 weeks and now broken. So very, very bad. Oops. Why is that not? Could y'all hear that? Because I couldn't. What the heck? Didn't hear. Gosh dang it. I don't know. The input or the audio mixer's maxed on that. I don't know. Shouldn't not work. Okay. So technical difficulty on that. Thank you for the "this is fine" Tangia contribution. So yeah, you just got to start running out of confidence when you start falling into this zone. Okay, because now the whole point of the idea for maybe thinking you might be halfway okay is only a higher low, but now you're starting to work on the same low and very soon a lower low, and that's just Triniversal stuff. All right, so below $24,700, you can clearly see the price action. Normally what happens in between there, it's a pretty thin order book, and it's a straight line up, straight line down. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's your hard target below 24/7 is 20K. So that's why you gotta hold this level. It's really important. But if it doesn't hold, I think it really would fulfill the whole thesis we've had on altcoins, which is death T, very, very bad. Like they all look like they were setting up, not all, but most look like they were setting up for 30 to 50% downside. And that would fulfill it. That would make it happen. Bitcoin breaking 24/7. Okay, so let's go look at Ethereum that had nothing good about it, not an effing thing. It had really good things if you were bearish, right? The bearish back test to 1720 confirmed, as it had been support many times. It then flipped back to resistance, and now you're rolling over. And you have just recently, just moments ago, seen the lowest price since mid-March. So on the way to the next support, which has always been 1420, or the demand line, which is maybe marginally above it around. Where's my audio? Derek, thanks so much for the freaking, what was that? $37 super chat. I don't know. This has never happened where everything's good on my side, but it's just audio's not playing. See, these are two different sources. Something's off, man. Sorry about today. Audio's messed up on the TTS, and both different inputs, outputs, whatever. I don't know. Okay. Sorry about that, man. But we will look at Hawaiian Electric that collapsed really bad. Yeah, so just continuing to look at these altcoins, because it's kind of like I'm going live early because there's price action in the crypto space. Yeah, I mean, oil hit like at open, was like up, you know, making its highs in many months, and then just huge red candle, major selling coming in. And then a lot of the sectors today on the S&P 500 are under pressure. Not all of them. I mean, consumer discretionary is king, man. So amazing. But and even communications is doing pretty well, but mostly everything else. But yeah, but like Amazon's up. I've been doing well today. Maybe we're gonna get to that second target, the setup. The Bitcoin setup, yeah. I mean, it's cooked, right? Anything below that 25,350, it's done. Like there is no argument. Like the argument is now to not own Bitcoin below 25,350. You get that? So because that was the whole point. Buyers were defending it, but yeah, you got one engulfing candle and then just rolling back over, and it's like, yeah, that's about how Alabama played this weekend, how Bitcoin's performing right now. So you can imagine Bitcoin's going to lose by 10 points. Not a good weekend, man. Not a good weekend. But so let's go to should we go to XRP first? Let's just get XRP out of the way first. Very bad, right? Yeah, you fell below 50 cents. That's it. If you're below 50 cents, you don't really want to own XRP because the downside potential. And look what's happening. You're working on making your lowest price, 4 hours and change till it'll be the lowest price since July 9th. And there's just, yeah, the optimism's gone. That's how it works, right? When buyers are unable to defend a key level and you fall below it, you start looking for the next level. And the next level, unfortunately, it was like 20% down. So 40 cents. So that's kind of the target here. 40 cents. After 40 cents is virtually 33 cents. And then you don't want to know after that. So what's up, Kool-Aid man? Thanks so much for bursting into the chart, the XRP chart. But not even the Kool-Aid man can save XRP. But hey, at least you're matching, right? The Kool-Aid man is red. There's massive red candle today. So you got that going for you. Thank you. Don't know why. Again, I don't know why the audio is just completely effed. I don't even know. I opened. It's not like my OBS has been open. Like for the weekend. No, it's not like that. I restarted my computer and everything. It's just broken. Another major issue is just like XRP below the 200-day moving average. When's the last time that happened? It was March. Very bad. Like anytime an asset falls below the 200 moving average. All right, now let's look at the main show, the main event, old BNB, where guess what? It might be time. Okay, finally, we've been waiting. Been waiting for 84 years for this thing to break. 211, 212, right? Going back to 2021, it's broken indubitably. Near the session lows. I mean, you saw the session lows just moments before I went live. And you were working on the lowest daily candle close since Black Saturday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, old Titanic lady. It has been 84 years. And we can't hear you, though. We're deaf today. And for no reason. Okay. I just can't think about what it would be. I've been doing this almost 6 years, right? It's probably a bug. There's probably some sort of issue going on with OBS. But that right there, when you were about to make your lowest close in over a year, you've broken all supports. I mean, the target here is $184, but that's a joke, right? That's like, haha, funny, haha. We'll sit there for a few days, and then you'll be heading on down to the main levels where I mean, like $40. CZ's got, the regulators have a microscope on him. You can't do anything sketchy. And that was the performance we were thinking about, right? Like, hey, how was the divergence that was very well developed? How was it going to perform? It performed miserably. A bearish back test of the key inflection points that were always support, it became resistance, like for the first time, like ever. I mean, this March 2021, and you know, this level that was manufactured, never resistance until late August. And I love how you saw this too. It was like not just up thrust, then like formal back test of up thrust. Beautiful there. So I just feel good about this because it seemed like garbage and smelled like garbage, and it is garbage. And now we're catching some affirmation of that, where we didn't really know on Bitcoin. We're pretty confident on Ethereum and BNB. So those are your big four. There are others that are collapsing. I remember the Hex guy who came in like a week and a half ago, talked crap about his loser scam Altcoin that was up off the lows by a certain percentage amount. Look at him now. Oh, well, he got banned because he's an idiot, cult member. But he's coming back down, getting real close to testing these levels from history again. These multi-year lows. I mean, like June 2020. Yeah, you'll be testing that soon. But down 7+% today. There are others. All right, let's look at these lesser than losers. GRT was never going to change the world. Was a joke, scam. But it's Google. It's Google of crypto. That was their marketing ploy, to get dumb money to invest, right? Meaning to hold for a very long period of time. Sorry, T.S. Eliot, man. The thing's broken. I don't know what to do. Thank you so much, T.S. Macho Man, Randy Savage. Thank you, dude. That's me right now. I don't know. It's me. So GRT, thank you, dude. GRT working on its lowest close since January. Well, that's typical. That's like many other coins doing the same thing today. All right, you're headed. You'll be headed to 5 cents again. You will be. Come on, bro. Just get with it, man. GRT's the future. What about ICX? Yeah, you want to see ICX? Oh my god, dude. Working on its lowest price. Well, I mean, it's not its lowest price, but I'm talking about the lowest. Working on the lowest close since beginning of the year. Welcome to the show. It's been what, 9 months? Like someone, some girl, like, you know, your wife, you could have gotten her pregnant, and she could have gone through the whole process, and then she could be having the baby today. And ICX is at the same effing price. That's a terrible performing asset. Okay, and it's just working on making lower lows than that too. So the child will be born into this world, and ICX will be at 10 cents. And that's a pretty good world. I'm okay with that world. I think everyone is. All right. Continue on. Here's Ren. It was going to change the world, chat. Ren coin working on its lowest daily candle close in over 3 years. Waiting patiently for 3.3 pennies. I don't know. I mean, how many shillings does it take? I really don't know how it's taking so long. I mean, these are just jokes, dude. Look at the beautiful price action, though. The only thing that's happening is just bearish confirmation. Indicators, right? 200 moving average rejected as resistance. Old support resistance regarded as resistance. Rolling over. Look at these liquidity grabs to make people think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance, man. And then it's just rolls over and collapses. Liquidity grabs. These are buyer induction moments. Loser. Lower to go. I mean, like, it's down 7% today roughly, but it's like funny, haha. You can't even believe it. There's like another 21% downside, and it's not even controversial. There's no controversy here. Wow, thanks so much, Eddie Murphy, for, I don't know what you said. I can't make the world know. There's nothing I can do about it. It's like broken. I could probably like close out my OBS and reopen it. But that means I wouldn't be able to be live. So, yeah. So let's continue down this this journey. ZRX had the power of flight, or inverse flight. So working on, I mean, it's at its, Jesus, dude, it's like down 7% right now at session lows, and it's the lowest price since June, but that's a scam wick. We're talking about soon you'll be making your lowest daily close since January 3rd at the beginning of the year. That's what I'm talking about, dude, right? This is like the pregnancy process. Woman gets pregnant, gives birth, ZRX, same price. Terrible. Terrible market. And once 15 cents gets taken out, you could do this. You could say, bye-bye. Bye-bye ZRX. See you at 10 cents. It's another 33% downside. Garbage, man. Garbage market. Let's look at EOS. EOS, you know, like, congratulations on working on your lowest daily candle close in human history. 53 cents. I can't even believe EOS is 53 cents. That's insane. 1 cent would be probably fair value, if that. Good God, man. Someone unironically being like, XLM doing things. Whoa, dude, look at this hot dog. Thank you so much for the hot dog, dude. Yeah. Nice hot dog. All right. So actually XLM, if you can believe it, looking okay compared to everything else we've been looking at, right? Higher lows and then the highest high. Can't break resistance really, but still above the 200-day moving average. Can't say that about XRP. Can't say that about Bitcoin. Can't say that about Ethereum, BNB, or any of the other losers we've been looking at. So, but yeah, bearish and golden candle. Okay. You want to see something really nasty? Look at Matt Damon coin. This is the worst. This is absolutely the worst. Matt Damon coin going back to December of 2020. So we're talking 2 times by the looks of it. One test and then the second test, and then just collapsing right now. Down only 4.39%, but where you are, we could wake up and this thing's down 10, 15% in a day, and it's just not going to be surprising. That was, look, the buyers gave it a chance, man. They attempted. They really tried, and they failed. And so when they fail, the people that were keeping the price prompt up, they're about to relent, give up. I don't know how they haven't given up completely. This thing should be free fall. But Bitcoin just broke below 25,000 as I'm speaking to you. Not really good there. MATIC. Oh no. Oh no, MATIC. Broke support and is headed to 42 cents. And then below 42 cents, you're talking 30 cents, 31 cents. So, bye-bye crypto. It's over, dude. I mean, it's been over for a long time, but at least we're getting a continuation of it being over. Basic attention token. Bro, have you tried our browser, our web browser? Well, this is a great example of why it doesn't matter if it has a working product. It doesn't matter, right? It's the same price it was at 2017, 18, 2020. Same price as that in 2023, you know, beginning of the year, 9 months ago. Look at it below the 200-day moving average, though. It's garbage. Like, just trash. After 15 cents, you go to 11 cents, and yeah, there could be bounce there, but just, it's disgusting. It's like a massive descending triangle, like distribution with a buy wall. It's probably CZ himself propping up these jokes so they can offload as much as they can before the drawdown, before they let go. They let this thing flush out. Ethereum name service, very bad. You're working on your lowest daily candle close in human history today, right now as I'm speaking to you. Then there's no support here, right? You're re-breaking support. Well, look, buyers defended. Defended. No demand. No bids. It's like Jalen Milroe trying to throw read passes. Nothing.
Can devs do something?
They did. They took what the wasted. Man, I wish the audio was working. I have no idea, man. I can't make it work. It's so dumb. Thank you for the wasted. No one's flashbanged the stream yet though, which is crazy. So this thing, man, you know. I guess we can use fib extension if you want. My God, do you really care? Bro, where's a good entry area on Ethereum name service, dudes? I need to see what the 1272 is. Place my bids. 562. Here's a 1618 down at 429, 430. All right, dude. Go ahead. Which USC, dude? Because, I mean, there are multiple USCs. So you could be a South Carolina Gamecock, or you could be a Trojan. But I figure instead of saying, who says go USC, Justin? If you were really USC, you'd be like, fight on, right? That's what you would say. We'd all know, okay? But you didn't. So what's going on, man? Go USC. God. I'm tortured right now. These things aren't playing. All right, Steve B. Congrats, man. Congrats. Shiba Inu's done. It's over. It is over for Shiba. It was over for Shiba, I think, falling below 768 at that point. You could have had another run at it, but you can clearly see just collapsing through the entry. I don't know, man. All you can do is like, okay, you got a good entry, and it ran up over 40% from the entry. And since the market was so secularly garbage, bearish, that was it. Not even close enough to man. You can probably blame the rest of the market, but Shiba now sitting on, I mean, is it really a support? I guess. I mean, it's like it is a support. It's like 700. Once 700 breaks, see you at 600. Yeah, that was your summertime rally. Done now, man. We're just continuing on looking at the carnage because look at Atom. Atom at its lowest price since June of 2022 around Black Saturday. And I'm sorry, man. This thing, if you're patient enough, you'll probably get 350. You'll get a hot dog. But can't say this didn't look like trash the whole time. These things been looking like trash for so long. Ooh. So excited about Cardano, man. There it is. Let's go. Let us go. Working on. In 4 hours, it will be confirmed. The lowest daily candle close since January 2021. That's what I'm talking about. Because there's just no reason why this thing should be sitting here and really reversing. I mean, this is the most bearish crap you could ever dream of happening. And it's like, why are you... Okay, it's time to flush. And we're waiting on 15 to 12 cents easily. Just waiting. It's a lot more downside. Kyber Network. Garbage. Not as garbage as the other ones relative to its prices from this year alone. I mean, like Cardano. This was Cardano. It would be down at like 40 cents. Down another 20%. But I think the next target probably is 44 cents minimum. There's just not much here, man. Like, there's no reason why it wouldn't be going lower technically. When Hoskins' son V3 launch? What is this? World War II? Will we launch in V2, V3 rockets, man? Nah, joke. Okay, here's Tezos. Biggest joke probably ever. This was probably one of the biggest jokes. Here it is. It was perfect. As Johnny Depp would say, perfect. There it is. This very real swing low from October 2019. Being back tested formally as resistance and collapsing. I love it. Tezos, buckle up. If you're a Tezos moon boy, I hope to God this was a life lesson to never become a moon boy for anything when the trend is clearly not your friend. You should be center of earth boy, because that's where this thing's going. At least 54 cents, but then eventually 37 cents. I think that's the hard target anyway. 37 cents. Waiting. Right, we've been waiting patiently. Garbage coins. Losers. Algorand, it was going to change the world. But then, instead of changing the world, it just formally bearishly backtested 9.6 cents, the March 2020 COVID crash lows. Bro, we were going to do it, and you did it in a very perfect fashion. And we're talking about lowest level ever on the Binance chart. Crashing, waiting for 1.618, but I wouldn't be like setting up bids there. Just saying, that's the completion zone of a bullish deep crab. What's going on? That's right. Center of Earth boy incoming on all these coins. How about Litecoin? We knew how bad this one was. Below 66, automatically bad. Automatically bearish. 50 cent target minimum. We're waiting. Where you are, you're in no man's land right now. There's no reason why it would bounce here. 50 cents, Larry. As had been discussed every time we look at this joke. It's all about the levels, man. Hey, you break the level, my God, you break $66, man. $84 seems like a likely target. I mean, that's what happened immediately. You break $84, likely target's 105. It happened. When you break $84, likely target 66. That happened. But then you blasted through it, and then you back tested it as resistance. And now the next target, $50. Then $40 after that. $40 seems like the harder target anyway, but there are a couple tests there. Well, how about Sol? Sol was gonna do it, man, and Sol's done for, man. I mean, anytime Sol's below 1831, 1250. Wait for 1250, and then $5. Remember, this was a joke of a short squeeze. Support had already been broken, and then Vitalik Buterin comes in and says some bull crap about Sol that creates a squeeze. But after the squeeze, look at the performance. That right there. That's considered context. What's the context? Significantly lower highs than the previous high. Then the previous high, and the previous high, and the previous high. So buyers tried. They gave it a good shot, just like BNB for a very long time. And it was very, apparent once 21 got taken out, 18 taken out today, that I think you're going substantially lower. I mean, 1246 again, minimum from here. Look at your back below the 200-day moving average. That was the buyer induction phase to get all the FOMO Moonboy retail. Is it going to be okay now? No, it's not. Maker down 3%, not even as bad, not near as bad as others, but hey, bearish back test of a key level as resistance. Could be low risk area for short, right? And then your target's way down at 788, waiting for 788, I think. I mean, I know there's 1,048. Not much of anything, dude. My God. Yeah, the hard target's 788 here. You'd wait for that. Lind, yikes. Yeah, completed M shape. Reaction. Will it hold? I doubt it, man. These are jokes. Very useless jokes. Lind, right? We're going to do staking. Okay, and staking, no. Lock up your coins, and you can get paid. And as the coin collapses and loses over half its value. Because once $50 breaks, that's what's going to happen. Because, I mean, I'm saying going to happen. Like, it's not certain. Okay, nothing's certain. But do you understand why I would speak with confidence like that? Because that's the only thing that's ever happened below $50. Is a huge dump down 46 to 50%. My God. I mean, they just keep offloading this over and over and over. CZ probably offloading every lower high that gets faded. They're offloading their massive position while they're also keeping the price propped up. Shut up and take my money. Okay, yeah, that's what you're saying. If you buy Lind, wait till you lose half the value of the money that you put into it, because it's really bad. Remember that time someone was requesting Chainlink and they're like, hey man, what should I do here? Like, they were like thinking about it, and it's like, dude, you can't think about it here. There's no strategic reason to be taking along on Chainlink anywhere around here. It doesn't make sense. The only place would be like $5, because that's the bottom of a trading range. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news, because all three of these highs, thank you for the super chat. Then you have these highs, right? These highs significantly lower than these highs, and those highs, and the highs before them, right? This is just very bad. Below the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average beginning to down slope again. I don't think you're going to be as fortunate this next time around. I mean, dude, once $5 gets taken out, Chainlink target $1.50, $1.50. Chainlink will be at $1.50 and no one in the world will care. Unless you are an investor, which you would know. You don't call owning crypto investing. You call it speculating on digital assets that provide nothing to the world. Let's go to KSM. You're done. You're screwed. KSM, lowest levels ever on this chart. And just waiting for a minimum of 1272 at 1429. But this thing could go as far as the 1618. And that would take you down to 450. So pick your poison. You're in price discovery right now, at least on this chart. The reckoning is unfolding before our very eyes. VeChain doing things, certainly. We're working on your lowest daily candle close since June of this year. So not as bad as like some others, but it is almost the exact same chart as Cardano. So you're already taking out the local level, that low from December 27th of last year, and you're just sitting at this June of this year level. And for me, none of these levels matter, because if you look left, it's a joke. There's nothing here. Like, I'm thinking like less than a penny. We're waiting for less than 1 cent on VeChain, and a 1414 makes plenty of sense down there, because that's it, man. How about Dogecoin? Only down 2%. Wow. But come on, man. Like, you got to be more patient. It's all about, okay, so Dogecoin's fate lies with Bitcoin when it tests 24/7. If Bitcoin can't hold 24/7, that's where it's the end of days for Doge. That's where you're heading down to the lowest levels in years. So just be patient. You know what's happening on Doge. If all stayed the same or lower, it will be the lowest daily candle close on Doge since October of last year. Taking out the lows from earlier this summer. Classic distribution below the 200-day moving average. Someone is offloading their position of Doge very quietly as to not create panic. And at the same time, they're propping the price up. So they can do that. But once they've completed their distribution campaign, better look out below, because that buy wall that's been holding up for so long will evaporate and the markdown will begin. The impulse will melt faces too in a bearish way. Here's Zcash, right? I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with identifying a potential confirmation low. But if the potential confirmation low, if the new data presenting itself ends up being this, what is that? You want to see it? I'll show you. Clearly, this level 4 years ago was a support. Now it's flipped to resistance. And just lately, such a lack of demand that these buyers were unable to even test that level again. That's a subtle tell of weakness. And any lower today, if you go any lower than a 3% loss on the day. That means if Bitcoin goes any lower. Zcash will have its lowest daily candle close, if you could even believe it, ever on this chart. And this chart goes all the way back to March of 2019. So, hello? We're talking about Zcash working on its lowest daily candle close ever, or at least in years. Kucoin? Oh, don't worry about Kucoin. Kucoin's going to $2. If you just patient, if you wait, you'll get it. There's nothing here. Okay, so we've done a good rundown of the altcoins. I hope you understand, like, and this, unfortunately, Bitcoin, I don't know, man. Like, I have no expectations when Bitcoin's holding above 25,350. It might hold, but it very well could fail. We know that. But where there has been high confidence is the altcoins looking like they're going to collapse. And they're starting to. And one thing I didn't look at, which I should have looked at earlier, is total. Jonathan, how do you feel about everything that happened this weekend, with... Wow. How's it going, man?
I like turtles.
He likes turtles. Total market cap is working on its lowest daily candle close since March 12th. And yeah, you're going to have a real bad time below the June 16th low because there's just nothing here. I mean, you got to wait for 800. If you care about a range, you wait for 800 billion, and that's it. Buy everything at a big discount. The problem is, these are not... See, people saying at a discount. Sure. But how do you know it's real value? Because none of these coins do anything. They provide nothing to the world. They don't have price to earnings, price to sales, earnings per share. They don't have any of that. They don't have true CEOs. I mean, they have developers. And if you saw what your developer looked like, you'd probably never want to own it. They're not investments, man. They're jokes. And if the joke is showing a recognizable, discernible pattern in a relatively, good environment, all right, let's talk about we can manage our risk on a speculative asset. But we know we're buying jokes. We're buying Beanie Babies. And they could have tremendous upside if we're finally done selling off and then opportunity presents itself. You can manage your risk, and that's as far as it goes. It might play out, but it could very well fail. That's the issue, man. Rubber band. Okay, this is bad, right? I mean, like, you got banned here after that really nice bearish, buyers defending a level. He's probably CZ, offloading as much as he can while he can. No demand. And then now breaking below this old all-time low from October last year. Wisdom A says developers, some kid in a basement, dev, some dude in I can't see, this stupid little heart thing is in the way. Yeah, but at the same time, you could have a developer who looks like he's really smart and has a suit on and, tucks his shirt in and whatever. And guess what? His joke of a coin will perform just as well as the kid in the basement's coin. Get it? So it doesn't really even matter. But one is probably going to do a better job at manipulating people, and that's what we saw a lot of, people that try, like what was Sam Bateman's his thing. He's this ugly, fat, overweight joke. But he talks so like he's like a genius or something, but he's not. He was like a fraud, like a massive fraud. But people were like, well, he sounds so smart though, so he must be real. Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's just it's like he's the bro. He doesn't wear suits. But then you got like Hoskinson's son, who looks like, and he's probably not a bad guy. He's a developer though. He's just like all these other ones, and it's performing equally. I mean, FTX is done, right? Different, but to a degree. Anyway, I think FTX was a plant by our deep state to, not just money laundering for the Democratic Party, but also is a great excuse to crack down on crypto. And they've done a wonderful job. Operation Choke hold or choke point or whatever the F it's called. So I've pretty much gone through the launch list here. Let's we had a request or something. HE. Hawaiian Electric. Still devastated. Someone new though, which this is the craziest thing about this chart, man. It's such a trip. I've never heard anyone talk about it. I don't know why this is not plotted here. It's the swing low when it crashed in 2009. Oh my God. That's what it's trying to hold on to. That's why it's being requested. Because Hawaiian Electric Industries, like you're some sort of whacked out, psycho, bullish abandoned baby. But after now a bullish back test of a swing low from, again, the nadir of the global financial crisis, as you can see right there, there's a back test happening right now. So I don't know if it's going to hold. I mean, I'll tell you this, if you wanted to, and there's not much behind it, pretty easy to manage your risk, right? One would just be like entering on a bullish engulfing candle today. They're setting up a stop loss maybe around 1189 and letting this thing run. I mean, you can target at maybe the top right here at 2140. There's not much here, dude. Like, well, here, yeah, actually there is a little bit more. Where would we target from history? Dang, man, there's a lot. Definitely a lot of chop, man. A lot of peaks and valleys, right? I think that could be one. $17.75 and $20 could be adequate targets. Yeah, whatever. If you want to, you can. Again, just like if an altcoin's a fruit fly sitting at support and holding it, like Bitcoin's doing it too. It's just about risk management. You don't know if it'll play out, but you do know how big of a deal this level is. And I just showed you why it's a big level. And the buyers are trying to defend it the past few days. Look, it's clear. It's obvious. It's right there. That is a 3.3 to 1 reward to risk. Someone could do it if they wanted to. Okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. But this thing did collapse. And for some reason, I don't know how they knew, but they did. All these candles right here, where it broke support after all this classic distribution, $35 was broken, dude. The selling started getting really bad, and then the fires happened. How? How was that real life? The fire happened, and the markdown occurred on the 14th of August, but days preceding it, I think that's just fascinating. But a lot of people are saying some weird stuff going on out there. I don't know. But based on this chart, maybe it could be really bad. Maybe it was deep state stuff. I don't know, dude. What's up, Fong? Wolf, yeah. Well, look at Wolf. So this is a great way to strategize an entry on an asset that has formally back-tested a key level from history with a bullish engulfing candle at that level. It's a signal candle. You get stopped out. What do? Like, how could you get mad? You don't expect this to hold. You don't. You just know you would not want to own it below this level because your whole argument is you're watching price action correlate to a level from history where a significant rally reversal occurred. That's it. Okay. Time is 4:20 Eastern Time.
Is that a joint?
Kind of a joint, dude. 1985. Look at swing low, candle close, October of 1987. That was the Black Monday. No, this actually was all happened. No, it was. It was literally Thursday and Friday before Black Monday. So it was just 2 days before I was. Now, let's see here. I got to scale in. Oh, no, this was literally Black Monday right there. And then October 20th was when it held. Then you never saw those prices again until many, many, many years later. And that was 2009. And here we are again. It's like, is it a comet? This is a comet situation. Anytime HE hits this level, you had a 1987 swing low and a 2009 swing low. Is this the 2023 swing low? You don't know, but you can manage your risk. And that's all that matters. It's beautiful. You know, like whatever. Like you can publish it. It's educational. I don't really, if it dies, it dies. If it fails, it fails. This is education, man. This is the way you should always be sizing up a situation on a chart. Always like this. And a tragedy could be opportunity. So it would be certainly a technical indicator. No chart pattern. I mean, there was a candlestick pattern, the bullish abandoned baby. But that's it. It's only a technical indicator. So it's not even the strongest, right? So with the stock market being closed, you can imagine crypto selling is going to cease for a while. So, and you can have a third target at $28 if you truly wanted to. You could do one more, man, and be like, you know what? I'm going to sit on this thing for a while, for months. And it's like, okay, then that would be your next target. Swing for the fence. And publish it. Why not, man? It's just like, dude, again, I think if you just keep sizing up assets like this over and over and over, it's a heck of a lot better than not doing it some other way. Okay, that was a request, so thanks so much. Good request, because we were able to turn it into an educational segment, which is great, man. Is it changing? No, we're good. Okay.
Dance with me. Let's go.
Wolf or Fong, and this was the last request. I mean, there are only 2 requests today, so get wrecked. TerraWolf. Yikes! Wow, down 5% today. Wow, dude, not good. I don't think I've ever been here before. Never been on this chart. Yeah, because I would have remembered, because that'd have been like wolf.com, you know, like from The Office. Well, it's terrible anyway. I mean, like, you know, you go back to the beginning of time on this chart, and you got 2 levels. 2 levels, that's it. Right? You got 232, 176. Currently, TerraWolf is trading below both of those levels. Today, unfortunately, TerraWolf broke that support. 2 days ago, 2 trading days ago, back tested the level, and then today breaking it. Anytime you're below 176, there's no reason to own it. Not even close, man. Look how real of a level it is. Look how many times you saw that. How many years back was that? That was, did I even say it? It was 1990 effing 6 and 2001 on Wolf. And you just broke those levels. You just broke them today. You broke. The thing that's so bad is, like, you had a formal bearish back test. There it is. Okay? I didn't even look at this price locally. I just went back to and plotted it, and look what it did. Just like the altcoins, like Ethereum was doing to 1728. And now you're breaking the other level. And now it's like easily your next target, in my opinion, just based on looking here after it broke back in June of 2022. I think your next target's 121. Like, yeah, you're above the 200-day moving average. Congratulations. Yeah, you had a rally here, a crazy rally, and it's over now. That rally, what did it do? That rally manifested into significantly lower highs than any other highs you've had since the drawdown. It was the first rally ever. My God. Now, if you get back above 176, you start back testing it as support. Okay, let's talk, right? You know the things I just showed you, like on HE, the things you're looking for to strategize an entry and manage your risk. You can't manage your risk here unless you're going short.
Stop. Look into my eyes.
Yeah, stop loss probably, I don't know, anything like 190 or something. Let it ride to 120. Just not good, right? That's a technical bearish breakdown today. Now, remember, we'll be saying all that. It is not about the breakdown itself. It is always about the follow through. So if tomorrow a huge green candle comes in, we engulf, you're back above 176, that's a false bearish breakdown. And that could have consequences for upside. But until that happens, you got to know today that is what occurred. So that's reality. All right. Yeah, CGC is insane. Yep. Yeah, I mean, we can just go to CGC, whatever, dude. It's gone. Is there inside information? This is what it does, though. That's crazy, right? This is what it'll do once every few years. It'll do crazy stuff like just these rallies are such face melters. Look at them, and yeah, I think when we looked at this, we talked about the type of face melting rallies you get, and you just got it again, and it's pretty cool. To see that like this level was back tested formally as support, right? So again, you don't know, this is hindsight now, and you don't know, but when a base of buying gets set up, you know, sellers break it and then a rally occurs, and then look at you can see the price action. You can see the miniature double bottom. I bet it's really nice on the 12-hour and 4-hour. But like, look, confirmed accumulation right there. And then the price action, right? That strength coming in, that's confirming what was once support from history is support again. And you don't know this is going to happen. This is insane. But like at least maybe to the top of the range. Then it broke out of the range on the 5th and just been chopping around. And it's just gone today, breaking the 200-day moving average, touching the 200-day moving average for the first time since December of last year. Oh my God, dude, Monka S. Look at these friggin' peepos, pissed off peepos over there. Thank you so much for the torches. I don't know what I could do. How much is each torch? Can I voucher it for something? Thank you. Oh my God, it's Tom Crown, dude. It's Tom Crown on the go, man. How you doing, man? We're just looking at cannabis.
Is that a joint?
Getting high. Yeah, but I mean, you missed about an hour of the stream where I eviscerated all the altcoins, you know. And what we can do, take a look at a few stocks today since we got to the requests. Just want to give you a fair update on Rite Aid that's already filed for bankruptcy or whatever, filing at lowest daily candle close in human history, right? Nothing here. Price discovery at 60 cents, but should be at 0. But it's hilarious, right? Doesn't Rite Aid have a better business model than all the altcoins at this point? They still have brick and mortar stores. They still sell goods and services within their stores. Yeah, I know the crime thing, they're just letting people steal, which is crazy. And that's why it's going bankrupt. But still a better business model than you name a random S coin. Yep, Rite Aid's better. And it's going bankrupt. So if Rite Aid's going bankrupt and they have brick and mortars and they provide goods and services to the world for a long time, why is B&B going to hold up? Why is Cardano going to hold up and not get a 12, 15 cents? Why is Shiba going to hold up? Why are any of these coins going to hold up? Pepe, oh my God, dude. Let's go to Pepe since Tom Crown was talking about it. I haven't looked at it in a while. I know it like back test resistance as resistance or something. Was it Gate.io I was looking at? Was that the one? No, it was CoinX, I think. Let's see. CoinX. Never, like ever. Okay. Yeah, here it is. It's pretty nice. It's actually, it could have been better here because I'm disappointed that well, this shows weakness, right? I mean, you had this initial swing low May 3rd, 2023. That's why I plotted that where the zone is. Okay. Get perfect right there. And then price correlated to that ever since, right? So you had like June 10th, 11th, 12th, whatever, in the 15th. And then you finally broke it that fateful day, August 31st. If you were a Pepe give a crapper, August 12th, or August 31st, you had to go bearish. Technically, you had to. If you were in on this, you had to have gotten stopped out there. Otherwise, you're not managing your risk at all. You're literally paying a stupid tax when assets break below key supports and you're not getting out. So since that fateful day, you're down 20%. Pepe's down 20%, and there's no end in sight. I don't think there's any support until it gets to 3,263 whatevers, you know, like it's Toshi's, man. There's another 50% downside on Pepe coin. 50, and it would make all the sense in the world. Okay? A scam gets listed by the insiders, by the creators, They use pre-sales and marketing to get really stupid people to buy it. And unfortunately, stupid doesn't mean, like, I'm not saying it in a derogatory manner. I'm saying it into like unsuspecting victims of a crime, because Pepe is virtually a crime because someone's listing it. They're not doing it because they have a working product, good, or service and a business model that they need more capital to amplify that business model. Nope. That's one way. That's one reason you list something. The other reason is to scam, to get rich. The insiders get rich and everyone else's exit liquidity. That's what this coin was. And it's not my opinion. It's a tale as old as time. You keep seeing these crypto scams do this. Okay, you got a couple weeks of that. And then ever since then, it's been this. That's all you need to know. The scam. And it was proven anyway. Like, they announced it. It was a scam. But then they're trying to like save face. It's unreal. Like, they can lie and keep lying. Someone scammed. It was an insider. It was a developer. But now it's safe. Everything's good now. I remember they like sent emails to people, and just when you're in this space, people ping you, post these things, and they're like, the bad actors are out of Pepe coin now as it continues to collapse. Scam. Yeah, it's all about that, man. You have to, when you think about why something gets listed the way I just presented it to you, I think you will be less susceptible to getting scammed. Why is this coin getting listed? Let's think about why. And that's all you need to do. Okay, so let's look at some green today. Tesla, incredible 10% up day. Wow, highest daily candle close on Tesla since July 19th. Breaking that heart line of this beautiful new uptrend it's been in, right? Back above the 200-day moving average. You probably had a golden cross already. You've had that, man. Are you above? Look at that. You're back above the 50-day moving average, really for the first time since the beginning of August. And there's a gap fill at 291, but the next real resistance is $300. Key level back from 2021. As you can see, it was regarded as resistance twice in 2022 before collapsing, but the collapse is over, and now you're uptrending. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Bullish abandoned baby. Look what it's manifested into. Look, dude, you identify a bullish abandoned baby near or at a key inflection point. Okay, well, guess what? HE did that too. Hawaiian Electric, same thing. Look at the volume today coming in. Highest daily volume since July 20th when it was marking down. Some big money coming in, pushing this thing up. All right, let's look at Tilray, more weed. Man, that is insane. No way. How does that happen? A down sloping support. You kind of like break it, but you're just skating along it, and you just hold it, back test it, and just look at you now, man. Look at the level, 244. It was not as clean at all. It would have been real tough here because you didn't break back above it and then didn't formally back test it. You might do that eventually, but I think it's just kind of it's riding the coattails of CGC. So today was the highest close on Tilray since February 2nd. Many months, man, many months. And I guess 361, but after that it's 442. The next key level up there. This is a right-angled descending broadening formation going on. Seasonality, September is a very bad month, yeah, for crypto and stocks, yes. You're just looking for a new cult following, Space Safe? Yeah, I know, dude. Well, I know Hex let you down. I know Rite Aid let you down. Have you heard of the Amazon cults? Highest daily candle close on Amazon really since August of last year. So we're talking about 52-week highs today. And of course, still hasn't hit the second target of the trade setup, which is this yellow line right here, 144.54. Will you please, tomorrow, please, can we get this done? And then third target's, I think, 177, might be 166. No, I think I did a 1272 as the third target. So that would be, that is the 786, 166 right there. So beautiful to see this one recover. It's good to see the underperformance of that 886 from this high to low. And maybe it's going to play catch up. But understand where you are. September 2020, March 2021. Breaking this is a major breakout where there probably won't be any issue getting to 166. Almost none. So you are like, the major resistance is upon you. You haven't broken it yet. You'll soon be testing it, maybe as early as tomorrow. A 3.5% height. Meta breaking resistance again today. Look at this thing. This is huge. This is a re-breakout. Now it's still attempting a rally here after the drawdown, but anything above 303 is a technical breakout. Great stuff, man. So if you want to manage your risk, feel free, because it's pretty easy, right? Anything above 295, like, do you really want to own Meta or Facebook below 295? Nah, because there's just nothing there really till 250. But above it, doesn't that give you a reason to own it maybe? Yeah. Let's make sure it's not, you know, we'll see what happens tomorrow, right? But anything above $300 is bullish on Meta. Even after breaking this channel that's been so well established, just because you do that doesn't reverse the trend. Yeah, Tesla cult. I mean, again, Tesla's a better cult to follow than anything in crypto, except maybe Bitcoin. We'll see. We got WWE. You know, it dumped, but look at this 200-day. Holy crap, man. The old all-time high, look, from 2018, 2019. Buyers are attempting to defend it right now. It's kind of crazy. Quadruple bearish divergence, rising wedge stuff. It dumped and holding. So anything above $97, you're safe. Anything above the 200-day moving average that was tested for the first time since January 2023, you know, the beginning of the year, you're okay. You're safe until that breaks. It's getting nuts, though, isn't it? WWE. It's literally, this is like a parabola, going parabolic situation, and it's not over yet. Shopify, okay, recovering. It was still just near like that target of it was really the first target of the trade setup, right? The measured move of the structural development over 200 plus days. And hidden bearish divergence kind of going on now, but you're okay. You're literally fine. It's just taking a while. What's the most recent discernible event? The highest low of the uptrend. And a formal bullish back test of a March 2022 low, which is also a high from February 2020. That's bullish. These are bullish things. Shop's good. Shop's in good shape, and $78 next target. And remember, if you're talking about Fibonacci, a common retrace is $82, all the way up to 117, 118, the golden zone. You haven't even touched it yet. So there's more upside on this. I'm looking at the other ones, man. Weight Watchers up 1.5% today. See, anything above this, it's crazy, dude. Anything above 884, 941, you know how real of a level it is. Look, 2020, 2016. It's been resistance and support for a very, very long time. If buyers are back testing that level, the next target $16 to $17, $18 up here, the next zone. How are the banks doing? They did okay today. They did fine. I mean, they were up today, mostly. How does it look like, Sophie? You know, dude, it's holding. Buyers are defending this 791 level twice now. This one's pretty good looking. This one was like composite operator, accumulation, and you're in like phase E right now. This one actually looks pretty interesting, pretty good, Sophie. Your target right now is 1037. If you're above $8, especially after that pivot, the next target's 1037. You break 1037, well, you're looking at almost $15. I would look, the trend's reversed, right? You made the lowest low ever. Then you made a high. Then you made a higher low and a formal bullish back test of a key level as support. Higher low than previous low. Higher high, June 14th than the previous high. Now a higher high than the previous high. Now a higher low than the previous low, and the previous low, and the previous low. You're uptrending. You're in an uptrend on Sophie. Let's look at like Pack W, you know, like this doesn't make it anything good. This is garbage. It's a loser. You owning this is crazy. But yeah, good luck, man. Only reason this didn't go to zero is because the Federal Reserve intervened and put over $500 billion on the balance sheet in 2 weeks. Sorry, I got one of my friends asking me about Ford. Short Ford, not. You don't have much. You can't really manage your risk if you're trying to go short here, Houston. Nah, I mean, it doesn't look good, but you're not like. Remember, you want to short high. You want to short at resistance. You want to short bearish Japanese candlestick reversals after rallies. You don't want to be shorting after an asset dumps and then begins to maybe pivot at an 886. This is the worst area to be trying to short. Now, 1120 breaks, yeah, you got a good argument for 883, but I need to see some weakness now. We need to start seeing this roll over. You are below the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average down sloping. There's a lot of, and the trends kind of, it's like, look, this was a blow off top, okay? A blow off top. After the blow off top, that's the trend reversal, okay? That's when it's over. Composite operator has completely concluded his campaign. He's out. He's exited. And if he hadn't completely exited, any rally that occurs is when he's offloading massive chunks. So very weak right now, but why is a higher low coming in? What's up with that? Wait for weakness. Okay, anyway, so let's just look at like Regions Financial. We were looking at last week because it had broken support. Is it still broken? It is. Oh, it was like above it and then closed back below it. Yikes. Anything on, so that, I mean, shorting Regions above 18 or anything at where you are, I mean, that's such a real level, man. I love the fact that this 2018 high was back tested as resistance, man. A high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, and what's coming next? Probably a lower low at $13 eventually. The trend's your friend, and it's bearish as F. Very bearish trend. And you just closed the day back below that key level from July 2021. I'm just kind of going all around the place today. GBTC, oh, let's look at it, man. Kind of been a minute on stream. Holding up significantly better than Bitcoin spot price. Wow. I mean, if you're above 1741, you're all right. I kind of worry here about the local price action. What's the local price action? Well, you made the highest high of the entire rally at July 13th. But then something happened. You made another high more recently, and then you made the same high. You've confirmed distribution. These two peaks are lower than this peak. So subtly, there are less market participants than before. So based on these two highs that are lower than this high, you'd think the next thing to happen would be another test to 1740. If 1740 doesn't hold, very easy target of 1372. So to me, not really liking the price action lately locally on GBTC. I mean, it was really nice to break that level. It's nice for a back test, but now you're just confirming distribution here. But yeah, nevertheless, you're still in an uptrend until you fall below the low of $13. Chewies, man, it's been a minute since I looked at Chewies. Let's look at Chewies, man. Oh my. Oh god, dude.
Every day I check the price, bad price. Every day I'm checking the price and it's dipping.
Dude, that's like the story of Chewy's life here. Garbage. I mean, like, no one wants this. You could say type 2 all day. You better wait for some failed breakdown attempts and some Japanese candlesticks, some confirmation lows. There's so much that needs to happen here before I even want to look at it. I mean, like, I'm having alerts set up, though. When I start hearing beeps, oh, we're breaking key effing support that goes all the way back to 2019. Yay. Yeah, you can say it's an M shape with a type 2, but bro, You're talking about like the weekly. He's talking about a bullish bat and the type 2, potential type 2. Okay? It's not a type 2 till you start reacting, reversing here. And that's going to take a while. Most recent discernible event is rejection of a 200-day simple moving average, the lowest high of the entire downtrend. Nothing bullish about this, man. Extremely oversold, though. I think you're going to get liquidity grabs. I think stuff that'll happen here, the price will like collapse for a minute, and then you'll catch a rally, and then you might hold for a little bit, and I want to see what kind of rally you get off this level, because it'll probably just manifest into a lower high than the previous high and test it again and then break it later. Bro, we already looked at Pepe. I can't even believe people are in here being like, Pepe TA, and it's like, I went there and did it hardcore. Rewind the stream, dude. Chewy pundits are bullish. I'm sure they are. Look, man, you're at support, but just because an asset's at support, we're looking for things to occur at inflection points, not just an asset to be at an inflection point. What's happened at this inflection point? No one's buying it. It's just, it kind of just collapsed to that level, and that was it. No bids. Even down 0.18%, not a big deal, but this is where people should be buying, right? Why is there no demand here? None. Yeah, just, you gotta wait. It's cool though. Put it on your watch list. You know, I'll put Chewy on my watch list for the sake of it being at this key support. But it's just not showing the things that you need to see at a support. I think that's the misconception. People think just because an asset's at support, it's going to reverse. No, it's got to fall below support. Then buyers need to defend the support. Then a formal bullish backtest of support needs to occur with the Japanese candlestick right there at that. That's what we're talking about. None of that's happened here. You've just revisited this level for the first time today in a year and a half. Wow. Oh yeah, I talked to CryptoFace via DM. Yeah, we're gonna do a collab soon for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, CryptoFace is awesome, man. Like, I don't know, man. One of the only people I can really kind of trust in this space. You know, there's a few of them. There's definitely a few of them. Tom Crown, I don't know if he's still here. He's one of them. He's cool. But I don't really like collab with anyone. It's like I'm not like actively going out trying to find people that are even in this space. I don't, you know, I like kind of stick to myself in the charts. I don't know. I think there are other like people that aren't really interested in charts and trading, and you can clearly see what kind of content's being created now with those people. It's not the charts, because it never was really the charts. So we can look at like another bank here. Let's look at Schwab. You know, up 0.83% today. Is it going to hold? Now here's the problem, man. You tell me. Yeah, massive engulfing candle on Friday. Today, what happened? It gapped up, joke gap. The gap's going to fill probably tomorrow. But look what happened. Another great back test of this level that takes you back to 2018. You can see what's it doing. Can someone tell me what Schwab's doing? What the price is doing? Yeah, chart guys were in here too. They're cool people. They're good people. There it is, right? What's happening at this level? Waiting for y'all. Oh yeah, Scott Carney, of course, but that's like that like literally goes without saying. He's like infused within our culture. He's like in memes, you know. He's like on thumbnails. He's like, you know, he is part of mid-trade TA culture, you know. Yeah, it's a bearish back test. Yeah, Miss Teen Crypto, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, I'm not like, there are aforementioned names, you know. I Eric Crown, I didn't mention him. I mean, there are people like I might not say that are good people, but, you know, just not thinking, you know, I'm live streaming right now, you know, we're looking at charts and stuff. No, like, I mean, Miss Teen Crypto is like not like TA and stuff, but she's serving a purpose where, in my opinion, There aren't many Zoomers that give a crap about Bitcoin. And she's an evangelist of Bitcoin, in my opinion. I kind of am too, but like it's such a side thing. It's like, yeah, if we're, I don't really care if Bitcoin goes to 20K. I don't care if it goes to 15K, again, 10K. I don't care because it's going to serve the same purpose as it would at 60K, 20K. Doesn't matter. It's individual sovereignty. It's decentralized. Cannot be seized if you control your own coins and your seed phrase and all that. Self-custody, that's something that we've never really been able to do outside of gold. But gold, you can't, like, if you have self-custody of your gold reserves, which doesn't keep up with inflation at all, you know that based on the past decade of performance. But if you do want to sell your gold, good, have fun with that, man. Like the risk of having the gold bars, taking them to your guy, and then hopefully you're getting the price you want for it. At least with Bitcoin, you can take it off the cold storage, put it in the hot wall, put it back hot, put it back on the blockchain, and you can sell it instantly. It's just fungible, man. And you know, your gold bar, you can't, sorry, you have a huge bar of gold. You can't just chop it yourself, right? You got to get that done, man. Like at least with Bitcoin, it's so easy. You have your Bitcoin, your storage, and then you can put on a certain amount, and that's the amount you have, and the other can stay cold. You can't do that with your bar of gold, right? It's not as divisible. So it's just different, man. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to diversify. Yeah, I think having gold, Bitcoin, silver, you can have physical gold, you can have paper gold, which, yeah, probably better to own a OIS or some sort, you know, having a technical reason to own something. I mean, gold's not really, I mean, just, it doesn't do anything. The market cap's too high to move the price. So it's just good to have diversification, you know, I mean, definitely multiple accounts, multiple bank accounts too. You don't know what's going to happen. Spread it out. Yeah, true. That, I mean, fixed supply, that's almost like goes without saying. But yeah, it's certainly true. That's part of it, right? It's like a multitude of reasons, a multitude of variables that makes gold or Bitcoin so amazing. One of the best inventions. And again, I call it a financial gun. I think it should go under our Second Amendment rights. Because do we live in a world now where like conflicts getting resolved with guns now? It used to be for a very long time, since gunpowder was created up until the nuclear bomb. Guns were what resolve things. Now, banks and money, right? If you've got an entity out there that just cuts off your bank account, it's over. No gun's gonna help you or save you, right? So we live in a world now where you need to have a financial gun where no entity can do that to you, and that's Bitcoin. So I think, again, my opinion, Bitcoin should go in the Second Amendment of the Constitution, United States Bill of Rights. Okay. So we could also just keep looking. I don't know if I'm seeing any tickers anyone's posting in here. No one's really posting the charts, dude. Trust me, bro. Let's take a look, man. Let's take a gander. You know, again, the oil stocks didn't do. Let's see. Look at Microsoft. Remember, it had back tested that level. Wow, look, that's great, man. The highest daily candle close on Microsoft today, I think since like July 26th, maybe July 25th, and probably headed to 344 for a test. Don't know if you'll break it, but what a trend so far. And Marvel, that was, wow, dude, oh my God. So you're talking about risk management. I'm not talking about knowing where something's going. I'm talking about managing your risk. This is why I like plotting these gray zones, because it just makes it more apparent to you why. Like, this is such an effing real level. You can't deny it. The price action that occurs here historically, and here it is. I mean, it's down 0.51% after hours. And it could easily just, in the coming days, fall below 54.54, and it's a long way down. It's a gap fill will happen. 49.50 would be the target. But what happens if you just sprung in the past few days was a back test of a spring off a key level from history. Buyers are defending the breakaway gap virtually with earnings. You realize you can manage your risk here. I'm not saying I know if this is where it's going to reverse, right? But it's just, okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. And there's just a multitude of ways you could strat it. Look, I think like you could have this June 8th, June 15th, and August 24th level could be a target, and it's 3 to 3, 3.3 to 1 reward to risk. You get it? And it's like, do you know why the stop? You would maybe have a stop loss where it is, because below 54.54, you no longer have a valid argument for owning the asset. Your valid argument currently is the sellers broke support, but then immediately the buyers defended that level, and then they're formally back testing the level that the price fell below as support again. Reconfirmation. It's reconfirming that a level that was once an inflection point is certainly an inflection point again. So therefore, you're longing after that event occurred, and again, you're just looking for that 3 to 1. So it's that simple. And of course, your next target could be like 67.27, and then your last target could be the third target of our long-term trade setup that was posted back in freaking like, I think it was in January. Now it was right along mid-January, early January. It was just one low, the second low from a 2005 peak back test, but then you got all this price action before it finally played out. So you could do it. It's in like, if someone's in that trade, they still own it. They could possibly dollar cost average here. Something so simple like this, man. Make it like, maybe just right here. These, I mean, I think that's a pretty, you know, bread and butter type trade, you know. It's just a back test. Could I get some, at least like some, like people understand, like I understand, I get it. I know, I get what your reasoning is behind this, right? I'm showing the work. I'm not just being like, it's a signals group, go long here, stop loss here, take profit here. I'm like trying to show you why. It's an argument. And at the same time of presenting an argument, I don't know where the price is going next. And I'm okay with that. Hendrik, I bet if you say it probably won't, you were probably saying it probably won't hold here January 5th either, the 2005 peak. You're probably saying the same thing. Probably won't. Doesn't matter if it probably will or not. You don't know, but you know it's a 3 to 1 reward to risk if it succeeds. If buyers defend this successfully and we start rallying, then what? New Hulk movie? Dude. Haha, funny haha. Dude, does Marvel make Marvel movies? No, that'd be trash Disney. Disney bought Marvel, the Marvel universe, in 2007. They made decent movies, and then it just got real bad. And now it's cratered into the ground. Yeah, the semiconductors, and I think you have a good argument here. My God, is it worth a publication to patrons though? I mean, it could be. It's like, I don't want to overlap a trade setup. I'll show you the other one. It's the daily, and I know, I get it, you know. Damn, man, that was a pretty good set right there. Besides a couple songs, it was good. Yeah, look at this, man. And again, like, there's an argument presented. There it is. January 11th, bro, okay? One low, the sellers tried really hard. And again, that level goes back to the year 2005 or 6. Let me show you on this chart. Right here. So this right here, 2006 peak, okay? The all-time high before it collapsed. That's this level. And so it was confirmed the bottom. So it's like, all right, not saying that Marvel's going to take out its previous major highs or anything, but this is a level where one could manage the risk appropriately. Like, you wouldn't want to own the asset below that level, because we know below that level is a massive drawdown. You're going to $27, $20 below this, and I'm okay getting stopped out and moving on my day. But it's like you're going along right after the failure from the sellers. And so it took a while. And you even like re-enter, like it ran up almost to the first target, and it sucks sometimes how the market works. Came back down to re-entry, and like got a more formal back test at the top of that zone, and then it hit the first target, the second target, and there's still the third target to be had. And this is where if someone likes the trend, they like everything, they can add to their position right here with a stop setup. Because I think even on this trade, like I don't know if you really want to own the asset below $54. Okay. Just all depends, man. I mean, like it's just really hard, man, to be on crypto Twitter or whatever, or just Twitter in general. And there are like really bad things going on, like with debt, how much interest our government's paying on debt. It's doubled in a year or two. Like we were paying like $1 billion a month. Now we're paying $2 billion a month on our debt. Housing is a problem. Interest rates are a problem. They've completely they're lying about unemployment. They've skewed the numbers so much. CPI is a joke. Inflation's insanely high. I mean, the real economy is like bad right now. Terrible. The Zoomers won't be able to ever buy a house, probably, the way it's going. And it looks like Agenda 2030 is real. Like, you'll own nothing and be happy. Seems like it. Yep. Y'all figured it out, how y'all are doing it. That would make someone fear taking along right here. But you got to remember, the stock market is not the economy. It's irrational. It doesn't like make sense to like what we're seeing with real data with the economy is not the same as looking at any chart. So that's why it's like you got to be really careful. You have to separate it. You have to be like, I'm just taking a shot here. If it fails, I take on minimal losses. If my stop loss is getting triggered here, I don't want to own it. I don't want to own it, dude. Because the downside potential is so high. But if it holds, you could be a king. Could be amazing. It's like Marvel Part 2. Not like these trash movies they're coming out with. So it's a trend analysis, right? It's a technical indicator. That's it. There's no chart pattern, no harmonic. The trend's your friend at least, right? Consecutive higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, and maybe someone's offloading, but dude, just again, if it dies, it dies. You have to be Ivan Drago, man. All right, there you have it. Whatever. Is anyone out there saying anything interesting in the chat? Who's going on that? Quantum looks good again. No, Quantum's like making its lowest lows in so long, dude. Let's look at Apple. Covered today. Hey, maybe it's put in a second low. It could be. I mean, it very well could, but you still do have a kind of a... If you're below 182, it's hard to trust it, man, because it's so high risk when you're below 182. Like, if you're like wanting to see, hey, it's one low and it's a confirmation, let's like a double bottom, a higher low double bottom. Well, it's not really happening. I mean, it's kind of happening at one level, like this peak from August 2022, spring back test to degree. It would be nice though to see it get above 182. It's just the oscillators are all out of whack, where it's kind of like hidden bearish divergence. been such a nice run, but you did make a lower high. But after the lower high, you're trying to put in a higher low locally. And that could be good enough. Okay, that could be like something like this. Is that like almost a Gartley? Okay, then 786 could have some upside here. It's a little deep on B for real, but minimum 191 and an 886 could take you to 194.50. So, and that would fill the gap, right? The gap never filled, so you're like, So maybe if the buyers are able to defend this and were to catch some bids, then maybe that gap will finally fill. Then yeah, there's maybe a couple. Take a look at HRL. That has been just wonderful. It was such a textbook bearish setup, man. It was a bear flag, confirmed downtrend already. That failure above 40 with the bear flag was so nice. And yeah, it's catching some bids. Oh my God, look out the hot dog, man. Thanks for the hot dogs, dude. Are these Costco hot dogs? Then unfortunately, I mean, the Costco hot dogs are now more than 150 now. Let me try to confirm that. Did that happen? It says that it's... Was it just the combo went up in price? I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything that it went up beyond 150. Can anyone get some clarification on that? Welcome to Costco. I love you. Let's check DXY, whatever, man. DXY. It's making multi-month highs, but still, had a drawdown today. There's real bearish divergence on the daily. As you can see, the high and the slightly higher high. And then bearish divergence on the RSI, right? Look at that. It's a high, then a higher high, lower levels, and you're overbought twice. That's textbook bearish divergence on the RSI. So these two highs so far are lower than this high, these highs. So remember, you are in a downtrend for now. I'm not talking about since 2009. I'm talking about since it was all over in November, October 2022, right? You can't be fooled by these rallies, because you can have a high and then it's a slightly higher high. And if it's a slightly higher high and it ends up being lower than the other highs before that, it's just confirmation of distribution. So you can't really be sold on DXY yet, because the most recent discernible event was the lowest low of this downtrend, right? Yeah, it was false bearish breakdown, but it doesn't matter. That was it. And now you could be working on, yeah, slightly higher high than previous high, but not the other highs. So I'm not fooled by this and not really sold on it yet. So there could still be a tremendous amount of downside left. Remember, what is happening here? Okay, the 2009 uptrend, beautiful. I mean, it's like one of the most beautiful channels in the world on any chart right now. And it's linear, it's not log too, which is crazy. What's really happening? You see that heart line of that channel. It's being regarded once and maybe now twice. I can get rid of this rectangle so you can see it maybe a little better, but let's see how it correlates. Support, not really did not make it to test until, let's see, the 2016, it's been a valley, then it's been a resistance. 2017, look at how it skated along that heart line for so long, 2018 all the way to 2020. And now it's virtually being like regarded as, you know, it's upthrusted, then the formal back tests of the upthrust on that heart line. So I'm just not sold. You're below the midpoint, the heart line of the channel right now. So don't be fooled. Not yet. McDonald's prices, dude, it's obscene. I can't even, like, yeah, that's where we're at on inflation, man. Yeah, it's just, I had this screenshot of a like 1990s McDonald's, and you could just buy the whole effing menu for like 30-40 bucks, and now it's like, I'm sure probably 2 items on that menu are worth that much now. It's bad. Your purchasing power, don't even worry about this chart. This chart has nothing to do with your purchasing power. Okay. Purchasing power is empirical. You go to the store, you go try to get a service provided to you. You know, you try to get electric blinds, or you try to have a maid, or you try to do anything. Any service, any good is so much higher than it was just two years ago. And that's because, right, I think when you print like 40+% of our global circulating supply of US dollar in an 18-month period, that'll do it. That's why houses almost doubled in price in that period of time, and it's still going up because they're not stopping printing money. They just keep printing money. And now, like, a lot of it's not even being used to help Americans. It's just going to Ukraine. It literally is a money laundering scheme for sure. Like, there's no way that money, all that money, and then like what? Whoops! There was another $6.2 billion that accidentally got sent to Ukraine. They're like robbing taxpayers, and I think they're using that money to further the agenda to collapse the United States as we know it, which is the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all that. Yeah, man, it's bad. Walmart still just made all-time highs again today. My God, you cannot stop. You thought Walmart was gonna stop? Never gonna stop, dude. Like, even broke that parabolic run, dumped, and then you thought it was over. I even thought like, hey, maybe this is it, like a bearish shark, but then the pullback, and it was just a higher low, and then you broke it, and that's it. Even back tested the old all-time high as support in mid-June or late June, and just going, man, just crazy. You will not stop Walmart. Freight train. And we're talking about McDonald's, right? McDonald's is very, very rough right now. It's in this long-term uptrend, of course. But it fell below the 200-day moving average for the first time since October 2022. And is right now, you know, testing this neckline of the double top, excuse me. But yeah, like the way it's looking locally, it's almost like you got bullish divergence there on the MACD. Okay, let's see it rally. And I wouldn't be surprised on something like this, even if it was over, wouldn't be surprised if we got some of this stuff where you eventually make an 886 and then reverse to where it almost makes it to these two peaks, but doesn't. I would not be surprised, man. Anything like McDonald's, dude. We looked at a lot of stuff today. I've been live for a minute, too. Hope you're having a good Monday where crypto had been collapsing. But, you know, the stock market closed, so the selling pressure has subsided. I really don't think you're going to be getting any more action today in crypto. I don't even... Like, I don't know if we'll see session lows in power hour today, you know. But yeah, again, you are very close to the, I mean, if you close as you are now, because it's recovered some, about $150 since I started streaming, it would be the lowest candle close since June 14th. But if you go lower than $25,123, about $50 away, it would be the lowest daily candle close since mid-March, which is bad. The worst thing, though, is the fact that 25,350 looks like it's going to be broken today. Sub one wheeler, subsaturate. I pinged you on the difference between Zax with a Z and Zax with an H, or K and an H. I never got a response from you. Let's see if I still have it. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to find it. Yeah, no way. But whatever. All right. as the clouds are dark, as supports are breaking, as levels are getting taken out that have not been taken out in a long time, as we're about to see multi-year lows. Well, not all of them, but 52-week lows, lowest lows in a year, over a year on many coins today. And that was the purpose for going live early. You know, took the weekend off. I needed to recover emotionally after this weekend, man. Alabama had its first non-conference home loss in 16 years. And a quarterback who can't throw, like literally can't throw. But at the same time, bad play calling too. Offensive coordinator's garbage. Trying to treat a multi-threat quarterback as a pocket passer, that was awful. I was early. I am early for sure. Bob, you know how I am, right? Do I believe it's worst case scenario for this month in October for us in crypto? I don't know. I'm not even thinking about months. Like, it is the time, 'tis the season for capitulation. Yeah, dumps, crash. If like you're in a bear trend and you've been doing nothing all summer, yeah, this is the season when really bad things happen. Remember 2018? November 2018 when Bitcoin lost 55% of its value in 5 weeks? November? Well, it's September. And before that, some bad stuff was happening too. It was just a bunch of bullcrap. I think that the context speaks for itself. Buyers tried for so long, over a year, to break a resistance. They failed. Signs of weakness came in. Bear flag. Breaking supports now. I remember the third target of that trade setup on BNB is at 184. You haven't seen it yet. I think you will. Based on all the price action we are receiving. The weakness, the divergence being identified, and understanding that we need to see very powerful performance. We got none. We got like pretty much a back test, a bearish back test of levels as resistance. And that's it. So yeah, I think major breakdown had been looming on altcoins. Bitcoin, whatever. Bitcoin's such a Rubik's Cube. I'm not here like, it was making its highest low of the year at 25,350, but now it's getting taken out. And unless, the buyers come in to get back above 25,350, yeah, I think the altcoins are in a lot of trouble. We already did Cardano. Yeah, we are at 'tis the wreck season indeed on most of these altcoins. But that's not changed, right? Someone said QNT. No, QNT looks miserable. QNT's done for, dude. I think the fact that all this price action you're getting, look at the lower highs. Someone's offloading their QNT, man. Not just the underperformance of the beautiful M shape, the trade setup at one of the 3 targets, and that was it. Nah, dude, I think QNT is going to $86, and once $86 gets taken out, I think it's going to $48. Yep, $48, but it might take a few months, or not. It might take a few weeks. You're working on the lowest daily candle close on QNT since September of 2022. Welcome to 52-week lows. Welcome to the key support of $100 being broken hard. It's over. QNT is effed. Look at the 200-day moving average. There's nothing about this that looks good. Looks like collapse is coming. Yeah, let's look at the let's go to Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's check it out. The whole, remember we've had this thesis, right? We've had a thesis, and here was the thesis, chat. Can someone tell me what this is again? It's been here for a long time, man. This is what happens on the daily. Sometimes it takes this long. Okay. This is such an insane phase of it too. Oh, hey, Speed Spirit. Thanks so much for the 6 months of support, man. Welcome, dude. Or welcome back, not even welcome back. Like, thank you for the continued support, dude. Saw you did that about an hour ago when I went live. Cheers, Speed Spirit. Thank you, dude. And everyone else who's been renewing the Citadel and Patreon. Y'all are amazing. And y'all are the ones that keeping it going. Because This is a 100% crowdsourced stream, and we are in a Great Depression era for crypto. So that's right, 10 pence. Lost your gun? That's right. Yes, this is a Wyckoff distribution schematic. We are in the phase D of Wyckoff distribution, where you just get a bunch of lower high weakness. The LPSY, last points of supply. Look at the moving average. That's all you need to know as well. Only lower highs. It's over, dude. Soon this will collapse to 5.5 to 5.6 million. And once it starts breaking 5.5 million Satoshis, you will then begin phase E, which phase E is the markdown, which lots of downside. And I mean, this should be put in a textbook though, a crypto Wyckoff textbook. Not all, I mean, because we have Bitcoin dominance, which was Wyckoff accumulation, and it was perfect. And now you've got this, and this is so far perfect. This is just a little bit played out. A lot of last points of supply, lots of lower highs. You're doing it again, man. So working on your lowest daily close on Ethereum to Bitcoin since July 11th, and getting real close to the lowest level since July last year. So it's been a fun ride though. All right, man. Well, it's been a good stream. Been live for 2 hours, and if you're enjoying it, hit the like button, the bell, the sub. Thanks for being here. And I think I've said all I can say about these things, right? You better be paying attention to 24/7, because that's it for Bitcoin. Below 24/7, 20K. And if Bitcoin breaks 24/7, altcoins going down 30 to 40% more minimum. The good news is the altcoins had looked like garbage. They looked like they were going to mark down more, and they are. And that makes me feel good, right? Bitcoin was, if it's above a level and hadn't made a lower low yet, I'm not going to try to act like I know. But now it's starting to become more clear, the weakness we're seeing. And the problem is, you are back in the bearish control zone on Bitcoin, 33.5. So that means there's tremendous downside potential. And what are you always looking for on an asset? Where it is, and it hasn't done it, you're always looking for this on the daily. If you want to take a shot on divergence, on a reversal, if you want to identify sellers being exhausted on a chart, it needs to look like this, and it doesn't. In fact, it's set up to where eventually it could look like this, but it might be when Bitcoin's at 20K or 22K or something way lower. So you want to really pay attention. Because now confidence completely gone until we get back above 25,350 and hold that, and then back test that support, reconfirming the validity. You got to be really cautious here. Altcoins garbage, bearish. They should go way lower. They deserve it. They need to. They don't do anything for anyone, and they technically are set up that way. And the way we get there is Bitcoin breaks down just a little bit more. Well, maybe we could do that before I go. I haven't done that in a while, have I? What the? Oh yeah, it's so bad, dude. It's literally so bad. Oh my god, dude. Wow. Total 2 is done. Total 2 is implying death. Death to you, to ye. Outside, when you have no Bitcoin, working on the lowest daily close since January, today. Like in 2 hours, 34 minutes, it'll be confirmed. And so you'll just be heading on down to maybe. Sorry, dude, it's broken. I can't make it not be broken. This isn't even really much, man. I think if we're gonna go with the wick, we can. After I will secretly look at the chart of Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10 Inu, and probably Long, and it's my guilty pleasure. It's at a perfect level for reversal. Harry Potter, man. Thank you so much, Mitch Ray, for the 10G, man. Sorry, dude. I'll have the audio. I'll try. I mean, I think I'll have the audio worked out by tomorrow, but I don't know what the problem is. I've never had this issue in 5+ years. G-Dog, what's up, dude? Says KHC. We'll look at it. Thanks so much for those Tolkien coins. Thank you, dude. We'll look. So look here. Listen. Downside potential right here. You got about 8.5% downside to just kind of the next level, and I'm just looking at it kind of like this. And yeah, you could be like, okay, locally there's a low 2 here that was manufactured in June of last year. So this is it. I mean, it's like total, but it's worse. It's way worse. There's actually more downside on total than there is total 2, because this has Bitcoin included in the aggregate versus this not having it. So very, very bad, boys. Now let's look at total 3. That you could imagine is just as bad, if not worse. It's just as bad. Anything below 330 long enough, 45% downside. So you're below it. And right there, that's what's so tremendous about it. You have a bearish pattern that presents itself with a type 2 return, and look at the performance. Very good. Still valid. You gotta wait, man. I'm telling you, we are in the season for capitulation, crashes, and altcoins look like they're gonna crash. If you've been following this channel long enough, 2022, when they looked like they were gonna crash for real, they did. They look on the bearish back test, the key levels as resistance, 200 moving average as resistance, rolling over, slightly falling below key level. And then we were going live at random times because massive drawdowns were occurring. So I'd be really, I don't know how you could justify owning altcoins right now. Any of them, for the most part. You're in a precarious situation, okay? And I think the ultimate outcome will be $180 billion on total 3. Yeah, BNB would be the main driver on total 3, and Ethereum and BNB would be the drivers on total 2. And guess what? BNB is breaking the key support today. I think Ethereum, it's got some more downside. It's not there yet, but it's working on it. 1420. If you break 1420, $1,000 or 1220, I think is the next one. Then 1,000 after that. ABEX already broke down its support, and I'll look at this before I go to the. At least I looked at it yesterday on my phone. Yeah, dude, it's done. Who cares about that? That's like, how did I have it? I had it like, okay, you had these lows from 2021, and then I had like I don't know, I guess the candle low closed to 966. It's done, dude. Like, the technical bearish breakdowns occurred already. It's really occurring below this. I mean, 934. Not 5. Like, you're talking about losing 75+% of your value here eventually. Like, eventually, okay, 67, whatever. So the next one's like 40% downside, and that's like just a candle high close from September of 2020. And then below that would be 319. So this is what I'm saying. Like, to own altcoins right now, you don't care about the technicals, because the technicals are telling you most likely a flush will come. Like like this whole summertime bear market rally, buyer induction phase is concluding. It is virtually concluded with today's price action. Many things are below supports. I'm just waiting for the impulse. Yeah, I'm excited about a crash stream because you're going to get it, you know? For me, anyway. All right, let's see. KHC for G-Dog, Cuz Sweat, I'm not in it. Okay. Oh, Kraft Heinz, yeah. Warren Buffett loves it, man. Yikes, man. Oh, it's terrible now. I would not own this. This looks like it tried, and it was so miserable, and it's over now. Yeah, man. Remember the right-angled? Remember all this stuff? It was a beautiful downtrend, got broken, and then back-tested. Then that pattern developed, and then the partial decline, and then it rallied, and this was the performance. Yeah, it's like a Head and Shoulders. Look at the gap fill up there. Never got filled. Yeah, I know this is really bad. I mean, okay, maybe it rallies, dude. Look, you're in a long-term downtrend. We know it. It's certain. This is like the altcoins. This is almost identical to the altcoins, right? They had their big crash, and then they went through this big rally, and then the rally presented itself with peaks that were the buyers weren't able to fill a gap, and certainly unable to rival or test any previous highs once, and then it's confirmed. And then after the confirmation, less market participants involved in the asset than before and before and before and before. And then another local lower high, and it's rolling over, and now it's just sitting here, and it's like you're like on the cusp of a major markdown on this one. Yeah, there's multiple valleys where it could pivot, but this is a big level. History tells us 2019 was a peak, July 2019, October, November 2019. You can see the price action correlate here. And maybe we could just say it's like this, you know. Let's make it into a little zone. It's always the zone. Buyers are trying, but the context is terrible, right, G-Dog? Really bad context, where you think it's such an easy area to manage your risk. But why would you want to own BNB now? Like, or did you want to own it at 212 when we were staring at it every day on stream at 212, sitting at that support, even with divergence? It was like, not really, no, because I know what happened before, and it was really bad. And this is the same thing. It's like, this is really bad. Someone had been quietly offloading a massive position as to not create panic. And you're already violating the previous low. You made a lower low, a sign of weakness. You're not making 886s here. There's no M shape. The M shape completely is bad. You know what it really is? Looks like a potential, in the midst of playing out, a crab pattern, which, you know, the crabs is the crab pattern. 1618. Yep, 2663 down there. That's the target. That's what it looks like to me. But yeah, they're trying to defend it, man. And best of luck on a rally, and a rally that would turn into what? Most likely another lower high than 4150, and that would still be the same context you already have, which distribution. Someone's offloading a massive position of Kraft Heinz, and it could be Warren Buffett himself, man. If you were an analyst for Warren Buffett and you were seeing all this happening, you might be the people doing this, of course, but like, I wouldn't want to own an asset doing this anymore. You've already confirmed it's a loser, and now you're confirming that there are less people involved, and then more and more. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on it, dude. Thank you so much, G-Dog, for the contribution and the request. Yeah, that was it. That was my that was it. So best of luck to you on Bitcoin. The confidence below 20. I don't have any confidence below 25,346 until you get back above that. And there has been for a while no confidence on altcoins, none. And the total charts look like more like a collapse is coming for altcoins. Bitcoin will have a bad day here, but we're talking about pandemonium, double-digit percentage losses for altcoins. That's the way it looks. But we'll see, because nothing's certain, and things can happen. Things can turn around. There is an underlying thing where there's no more free money. Regulators are staring at all these legacy crypto exchanges with a microscope. They can't do anything shady to keep anything propped up anymore. They're trying to get out, man. Dude, I told you, we're at the egg, noodles, and ketchup part of the movie Goodfellas for this cycle of crypto. Egg, noodles, and ketchup. So, with that, thank you so much for watching. I'll just be back. Till next time, respect, T-A.
turning away from work, life, my state of mind. I'm turning away from turmoil I left behind. It don't feel real. This illusion, so surreal. So surreal.